Welcome back, Wonderworkers. Today, we're diving into the top 10 bizarre laws around the world that still exist in 2025. You won't believe some of these. From chewing gum crimes to reincarnation regulations, we're taking a hilarious trip across the globe to uncover the weird and wacky side of the legal system. Buckle up, Wonderworkers, because things are about to get strange. All right, Wonderworkers, picture this. You're strolling through the vibrant streets of Singapore. The aroma of delicious street food filling the air. The tantalizing scent of satay, laksa, and chili crab wafts through the bustling streets, making your mouth water. You pop a piece of gum in your mouth, ready to savor the flavor, and bam, you've just broken the law. Yes, you heard that right, that's right. In Singapore, chewing gum is strictly prohibited. This isn't just a casual suggestion, it's a serious regulation. This law has been around since 1992, enacted to combat the sticky mess gum was causing on sidewalks and public transportation. Imagine stepping on a gooey piece of gum on a hot day or finding it stuck under your seat on the MRT. Not pleasant, right? Imagine the headlines, "Tourist tackled by gum enforcement squad." While it might sound like a scene from a comedy movie, the reality is that Singapore takes this law very seriously. I bet the police officers in charge of this are really good at solving bubblegum bubble mysteries, though. They probably have a keen eye for spotting the telltale signs of a chewer. But don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. The upside is that Singapore's streets are incredibly clean. You won't find any gum stuck to your shoes or littering the sidewalks. This cleanliness is part of what makes Singapore such a beautiful and enjoyable place to visit. So, next time you're in Singapore, remember to leave the gum at home. Enjoy the food, the sights, and the pristine environment. It's all part of the unique charm that makes Singapore so special. Next up, we're traveling to China, where reincarnation isn't just a spiritual belief, it's a bureaucratic process. Yes, you heard that right. That's right, Wonderworkers. In China, you need government permission to be reborn. This isn't a joke. This law, primarily aimed at managing Tibetan Buddhist traditions, has been in place for quite some time. It requires individuals to apply for reincarnation approval. Imagine the amount of paperwork involved. Can you imagine filling out that paperwork? It's not just a simple form, it's a detailed application process. Reason for reincarnation: seeking better parking karma in my next life. Sounds funny, right? I wonder if there's a waiting list, or if you have to wait in line like at the DMV, or maybe you can expedite the process for an extra fee. Imagine paying for express reincarnation. The Chinese government introduced these regulations to control the selection of the next Dalai Lama and other high-ranking lamas. It's a way to maintain political stability and influence over the region. So if you're planning to be reborn in China, better get your paperwork in order. It's a fascinating blend of spirituality and bureaucracy, don't you think? Who knew that even the afterlife could be so regulated? So next time you think about reincarnation, remember, in China it's a whole different ballgame. Hold on to your stilettos, Wonderworkers, because in Greece, rocking your favorite pair of high heels at ancient sites is a big no-no. Yes, you heard that right. The land of gods and myths has a strict rule against wearing high heels at its ancient landmarks. This might sound like a fashion faux pas, but there's a good reason behind it. This law was put in place to protect these historical treasures from damage caused by sharp heels. Imagine the horror of seeing a 2,500-year-old marble floor chipped by a stiletto. The ancient Greeks left us with a legacy of art, philosophy, and architecture, and it's our duty to preserve it. High heels, with their concentrated pressure points, can cause significant damage to these ancient surfaces. I can just picture the fashion police now, armed with measuring tapes and a stern look, ensuring no heel is too high for history. These guardians of ancient relics are serious about their job. They patrol the sites, making sure that every visitor complies with the footwear regulations. It's almost like a scene from a comedy movie, but with a very real and important purpose. Halt! Those stilettos are too fabulous for this ancient temple. The security personnel are vigilant and won't hesitate to stop anyone trying to strut their stuff in high heels. It's all about preserving the integrity of these historical sites for future generations to enjoy. Maybe they offer complimentary gladiator sandals at the entrance. That would be a stylish and practical solution. Imagine swapping your modern heels for a pair of ancient-inspired sandals. Not only would you be protecting the site, but you'd also be stepping into history, quite literally. So next time you plan a visit to Greece, remember to pack your flats and leave the high heels at home. Your feet and the ancient ruins will thank you. Say cheese. Or don't, if you're in Sri Lanka and posing for a selfie with Buddha. In this island nation, snapping a selfie with a Buddha statue is considered disrespectful. This law aims to preserve the sanctity of Buddha and promote respectful behavior at religious sites. While selfies are a global phenomenon, remember, Wonderworkers' respect always comes first. Plus, Buddha probably has better things to do than pose for endless selfies. Maybe he's working on his meditation app. Hold that flush, Wonderworkers. In Switzerland, answering the call of nature after 10 p.m. can land you in hot water, legally speaking. This law prohibits flushing the toilet after a certain hour to minimize noise pollution for neighbors. Can you imagine the awkward conversations? Honey, did you hear that? It's 10:01. Someone just broke the flush curfew. I guess it's a good thing Swiss chocolate is so delicious it might make the wait a little more bearable. Put on a happy face, Wonderworkers, because in Milan, Italy, frowning in public can actually get you fined. This law, dating back to the 19th century, requires citizens to maintain a cheerful disposition, especially in public spaces. I guess it's time to practice your best Mona Lisa smile. Imagine getting a ticket for having a resting, grumpy face. But officer, I'm just thinking about the price of gelato. Oh, bother, Wonderworkers. If you're heading to Poland, you might want to leave your Winnie the Pooh t-shirts at home. In this European nation, wearing clothing featuring the beloved bear is prohibited in public playgrounds. This law stems from concerns about Winnie the Pooh's lack of pants, which some deem inappropriate for young children. I guess it's time to trade those honeypots for some pierogies. Maybe Piglet can lend him a pair of pants? Hold your breadcrumbs, Wonderworkers. In Venice, Italy, feeding the city's famous pigeons is a finable offense. This law was enacted to protect the historic buildings and public spaces from the mess caused by excessive pigeon feeding. It seems those pigeons have ruffled some feathers. I bet there's a whole underground pigeon mafia operating in the shadows. You want to feed the pigeons, eh? That's going to cost you extra breadcrumbs. Attention all Wonderworkers with a flair for the dramatic. Did you know that in the UK it's illegal to die in the Houses of Parliament? This bizarre law, dating back centuries, is more of a quirky tradition than an enforceable rule. Can you imagine the headlines? Politician avoids debate by perishing prematurely. I guess the pressure of running a country is just too much for some people. Even death can't handle it. Happy New Year without water pistols? That's right. Wonderworkers in Cambodia, ringing in the new year with a water gun fight is strictly prohibited. This law aims to ensure public safety and prevent any water-related injuries during the festivities. I guess it's time to trade those water pistols for some sparklers. Maybe they celebrate with a confetti fight instead. Just imagine the colorful chaos. Thanks for watching, Wonderworkers. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more bizarre and fascinating content. See you next time.